Simian line part 8. Welcome to another Simian line lesson. We are talking about Simian psychology and trying to learn about the personality of the Simian. So as you're aware about the Simian line, you probably watched my previous videos. On a small proportion of hands, the heart line, which shows our emotions, and the head line, which shows our way of thinking, appear to be joined into one single transverse line known as the Simian line, as you can see. So there is no separate headline and no separate heart line, in case you don't know. So as you've seen my previous videos, we talk about the lines on the palms as energy. So energy flowing through the lines. So any line that's longer than usual, whether it's a relationship line or heart line or head line, it shows excess. It shows something in excess, too much. So in a case of a Simian line, where the emotion and feeling and thought and reasoning might be all on that same track, and because it's so long, it's as if that energy is running at maximum power. Sometimes, like I said, all together. If that makes sense to you, which is why it's fairly common for a Simian line person to have a lot of energy, potentially mental energy. They can overthink things. It's quite hot in here. I should have the fan on. Oof. That's what happens when you live in Australia. It's not even summer yet. Okay, do owners of a Simian line have a different personality? The association of this line was once thought to be only on those with chromosomal disorders such as Down syndrome. However, it's mostly considered a regular feature with no physical abnormalities. So that is the reason why when doctors have a baby with Simian lines, they take note and start checking to make sure that the child is okay, because it used to be only spotted on Down syndrome, but nowadays it is not. So in some recent studies, it's believed to show forms of hyperactivity, introversion, or even delinquent behavior. Delinquent meaning misbehaving, especially in young children. So many owners of the Simian lines have at an early age been diagnosed with ADHD, which is attention deficient disorder or similar. Obviously not everyone has that, but it is common. So if this is you, and you might have a limited attention span or feel hyperactive or impulsive, if not treated, these qualities can cause some low self-esteem, troubled relationships, or difficulty at school or work. Difficulty focusing is the main one. It's funny that, because Simian lines mostly can have good focus. I think it just depends on where it's directed. So, common Simian strengths and weaknesses. Driven and determined, intelligent, high IQ, empathetic, compassionate, loyal, energetic, and often spiritual. Some of the weaknesses: short-tempered, intense, obsessive, or distant. So some people with the Simian line can have all of these as their strengths and weaknesses, and others might only have some. Here is something that I wanted to show you because of so many people, famous people, have Simian lines. For instance, Tony Robbins, he's a motivational speaker. Very energetic guy. He does a lot to help people. He is a life coach as well. He has a right-hand Simian. Tony Blair, two Tonys. Tony Blair, he is a former Prime Minister of the UK. He's actually a double Simian. So he's very intelligent, very driven. He has all the positive qualities of a double Simian. And this guy up the top, you might not recognize this guy, but that is actually Armin van Buuren. Armin van Buuren. He's a famous DJ. He is a left-hand Simian, very passionate about his music and very good at it too. This guy down the bottom, you might not recognize him either. He is actually the Robert, another Robert, we have Roberts here, Robert Brink, the Dutch TV show host. Very passionate about his work. So I guess I could have had in previous strengths, passion. People with a Simian line are passionate about what they do. And that is one word that describes Robert De Niro. Look at him there. Hey, very passionate actor. He's a left-hand Simian with a right-hand Sydney line, which is a very long heart line. And speaking of passion and going after, being determined what they want, obviously the wife of Prince Harry, the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has a right-hand Simian line. And that is all I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all I have for today. I hope that you've enjoyed that little snippet, and I shall look forward to doing another one soon. See you later.